also a testament to their skill.
Kajowski left as a backstop for them, but 3 players forward. Spray down from Reyes. He's been so accurate on these sprays, taking 1v3s. We've seen it from him, yes. 2 players already fall to the barrel with backup from Papi Potro. Suki last standing now for the squad. 5 eliminations for Team K. So
now it's a case of just making sure that Influence Kemin have a very tough time leaving this building, leaving this compound.
Jizzy holding out against the Infinity as forward position for MTech Storm. Logan Low, drop shot is there, but does get traded out. Forward position from Tizzy, isolated. MTech Storm left with just the one at the back as as the Infinity.
First place, and how many more they'll have to use to get out of it. But S2G, I think they know where their sight lines need to be pointed at, where the barrels need to be sent, which is over towards Influence Kemin's position as they move down out of the castle. If they can eliminate that threat, everything becomes so much easier, because everything around this position is kind of spotty cover and a lot of open ground for S2G to play around with.
Got some nice sightlines. It's up to DRS, who are pushing in from that southwest side. They've had a louder game than they've had so far in this entire tournament, Blank, and that's exactly what we said we wanted to see.
They're doing pretty well of it. It's not been extremely easy for them as well, having to push through teams like Box from inside their compound and getting a successful push on that. S2G's trying to keep.
Oh,
goodness me, Delta with a triple. So saying S2G's trying to keep 2 players watching over towards Influence Kemin's position, but they've allowed them to move a little far forward. 10 eliminations found for DRS. Fantastic game from them.
Top 6 as well, already guaranteed, with Aegon XIA almost certainly going down very soon. Newsy falling with Mela, the last for the Infinity. There is a real big chance of laddering up quite significantly if they can stay alive. They are currently on the edge of the circle. They can regroup as long as those smokes last. They will be able to stop those sightlines, and Influence Kemin will have to push in, maybe drawing some attention away. But the nades, oh no, they've left one. On the underneath, those nades are huge. Oh, 1 player goes down fully, and there's 2 knocks on the back as well. Killer now last standing. Another one, maybe putting the final nail in the coffin. That is a massive pickup for Aegon XI8. Killer gets an answer, but that could be disaster. Striking for DRS on the south side.
The Infinity really struggling, hobbling along this game, but still get 4 players back up and running and fairly healthy at this point as well. S2G only 4 eliminations on this game with really strong position, just haven't been able to get many shots down towards any teams, with DRS just picking up eliminations all over the place, and sure, there's only 1 player.
Waves of everyone who's going to try and roll on up. At the moment, Reyes still out in the open. Papi Potro actually goes down instead. Reyes still alive for Team K, so
these sprays, which honestly for S2G shouldn't be that hard. Influence Kemin certainly have to get rid of the Infinity in front of them. Infinity've got a fair bit of cover, and again, this is what I'm talking about. It's spotty cover. You can move up in between it, get those defilades going for yourself. Hamzy G supporting a little bit, giving somewhat of some safety and help over towards Influence Kemin guys. Killer still going for DRS. A really good game for him to consistently be here without being spotted either.
That rock is so tempting in front of Killer, but as soon as you move there, they know you're there. That's a nade, that's 2 nades, you're gone. So it's a really difficult position for DRS's Lone Ranger to be in. Silas continuing to suppress the Infinity. Federal down behind the rock. Within nade range of S2G, Killer does finally fall there. Could not make that push. 3 teams remain.
Last circle here now. As we start to push in, Razy runs out of bullets. Kajowski moves out, UMP in hand. A lot of damage done, but it's not enough. But there is a nade coming over the top. That might be the opening that Influence Kemin were looking for. But Little Boy going down as well. This is all over at the moment. There's so much going on. Law gets up, but that is now Influence Kemin out in a very messy last engagement. Now it's S2G up to them to finish the fight.
They're trying to hold out on the top, and with the damage that was done to them, with Silas falling, that was the point that was looking out towards the Infinity. They've capitalized on this opportunity, and the circle will shrink to the outside of this church, Blank. They're going to have to leave. The Infinity in the foothills laying barbed traps for them as they want to step forwards. Look at that, trying to heal in the backside, but it looks like they might be fairly low on meds. I think they've got 1 or 2 still in the back pocket. Kelsey, the eagle eye from the top, playing on the eaves, trying to gargoyle and rain down from above onto the Infinity.
For anything he can. I think he assumes God Tony's in this position, which is pretty smart of them, but Newsy and Logan both pushed off on their own. Hamzy G makes an absolute break out of his own. Still just running around, do-si-doing.
Oh, that was an open broadside, but
Oh my
Kelsey
God,
still
Kelsey!
from the top rope. 1 and 2 drops down, still alive. Lone Ranger, God Tunny now knocks that Hamzy. Will be able to find the knock onto Kelsey with just a tickle. Will lob the Molotov over, forces the fight close. Silas might feel the burn here, and underarm as well. Silas pushing forwards, wants to jump over, get that first knock. Kelsey low, but will find the knock, and the third